Alright guys, sorry for the intro here. Alright guys, I realised that when like in the morphine video, when I lean over and I lean back, I breathe quite heavily. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, the morphine video is just my breath going when, right at the start of the video. It's not really pleasant, but that's what it is. I'm going to teach you quite a very interesting thing that you can do as a songwriter if you want to layer guitar parts and have them sounding nice, or if you want to jam with someone and you don't necessarily want to have a rhythm and a lead player. You can have more counterpoint and more of two rhythms playing a similar thing, but not necessarily one being rhythm, one being lead, but more of mixing the two together. And it's this, a lot of great guitarists, even in schools, they don't teach this, and I don't know why, because it opens up so many possibilities, right? It's called the Cage system, and there's so many videos on YouTube. I kind of wanted to explain this in 2 seconds, but to really get the most out of it, I'm gonna make I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I want to try getting to depth with it. So first, you need to know the triads. Take a screenshot of this, right? Yeah. So take a wee screenshot of that if you can see it. I can't see my phone, so I don't know if it's aye. There you go. Aye. At the top of that, you'll see that there's 1, then a minus, like a little 2, a little 3, they're minor, and then the capital, it's all Roman numerals. I don't know, music theory. But the 4 is capitalized, which is major, the 5 is capitalized, which is major, and the 6 is minor, and the 7th is diminished. That is the rule, but you can break it, and you're supposed to break it. But diatonically, music that fits well together, pleasantly, that's the structure to it. You want to go major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. And no one uses diminished unless you're George Harrison or something like that, Oh Sweet Lord or anything like that. But what I want to do is go through what this thing, right, think of the chord shapes. So the guitar is quite a simple instrument, You've got C. Sorry, my cats are running about. Just pay attention, right, because this is valuable, right? So you got a C, right? So that's, if you think about the spelling of the word caged, the next letter would be A. I know this sounds like, oh, I know how to spell, but it never clicked with me until I really spent time with it. So I'm going to try, the simpler I can explain it, the better I understand it, and hopefully the best you can learn it as well. So, C, right. And let's look at what the next chord of C is, right? So, not the next chord, the next major chord. Well, that would be F, right? Right, so you could go. And there's loads of songs in that. If you make it a major 7, the first one that came to my mind was Holly Came From Miami, or major 7. You've got I would like to leave this city. So there's loads of songs that use 1 and 4 for the main progression. But okay, you've got it in C. What can you do? Well, the next letter in caged is A, right? And if we look at this, I have to look at this because my maths is bad. You've got A, and then the 4 of that is D. So if we listen to this, right, then you put the capo on. Sorry for the cats rattling, they're just playing. You've got, if you can hear that, you've got a good ear, right? And then, right, again a 1 and a 4. But if you can imagine, a C shape and an F shape playing, and then going, or play a C, just with me, just you play C and F and I'll play A and D, right? Now, you get the point, and you can do that all the way up if you know your triads in a major key. Shout out to Rick Beato. I actually was going to write out all the triads, not just the alphabet, and go through them all one by one. But I remember I did this when I took the Rick Beato songwriting, music theory for songwriting course. And I was taking notes and stuff like that, and I just happened to stumble across a book looking for a bit of paper, and it had it in it. Serendipity. I believe in God, so I think God may have done something with that there. Right, we're going to change the key though, because I'll just show you a little bit. So we're still in C, F, scrap that. So you've got C, and then you've got G, which would be the next letter in caged, right? C, A, G. I know I'm spelling out caged for you 100 times, but it will click, right? So you have to know where your root notes are as well. You've got C here. It's not going to sound anything because it's got the capo. Then you've still got C there, but you've got the A shape. Now you've got the G shape, right? And then so I think it's C. I think I did it in the other video. It's just G to C in it. So it is. I'm doing I think it's an add 9. I'm really bad for the names of chords, because I do just use my ear and what's pleasant or what emotion I want to feel. Music isn't math. Technically it is. It's melodic math or harmonic math or rhythmic math. But I do not, when I listen to a song, I'm not going, oh, that mathematical equation hit my heart. I'm going, the words hit my heart, the sounds hit my heart. I'm not, if you ask any of my math teachers in school, I'm not a good mathematician, bro. I was good at playing drums, and now I've done a bit of study on the guitar and music theory. I'm kind of feeling good. Anyway, this is a long lesson, but it's worth it. It's worth it, so thanks for sticking around if you're still here, and maybe you've already grasped what I'm doing, but you can put it further up and get your E position and then your D position. So we're going to switch key to E, right? So I'll just play, so we're in a different key, right? I don't even know what the cats are playing really, but this might be a bit of a shambolic video. I'm still going to put it up because I think it's worth it. And so you've got E, and then the one after that would be A, right? So we'll just get used to maybe a different strumming pattern. We'll put it in 6/8, right? Or a waltz, or a 3/4, however. I'm a drummer, right, and I don't even get bogged down about 3/4 and 6/8 and waltzes and the name terminology. I really, if someone tells me to play a 6/8 beat and it's and someone tells me to play a 12/8 beat and it's, or someone tells me to play a 3/4 beat, I'm just gonna play that beat. You know what? I know what beat you're asking for. Anyway, what I'm asking for is 6/8, 12, 12/8, 3/4. Obviously, there is a correct way of doing that. So go to someone that actually cares about that if you want to But you'll find out that, like, a lot of the time, people call 12/8, I just call it triplets and 4/4, you know what I mean? Anyway, side note, let's get into the, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of my girl now. I'll teach that actually. I might teach, you know, that my girl don't lie to me. But anyway, let's see if I can do it. Yeah, that's it. That's a tune, man. Anyway, half step down probably. E, so you've got, and then A, right? And sorry, I'm doing this so slow as well, but it's worth it. And then after E, you've got D, right? I was going on about knowing your root notes and stuff like that, but this one can get a wee bit confusing. Aye. And D, I normally play an open D when I'm playing in D. Aye. Then G, sorry. Oh man, you even know what that one is. That's Everybody Hurts, isn't it? Like, let your feelings go. Yeah, that's a tune, man. R.E.M., what a band. So look, hopefully you've understood that if you remember where like the note is for, you know, if you've got C, then you've got the A position, then you've got the, oh fucking, that no one plays a, no one plays that, you know, that's such an awkward chord, man. And then you've got, so basically in summary, and I'll write this down so you can take a note of it as well, right? So it's going to look so daft. C dot A dot G dot E dot D. Right, if you're a cowboy guitarist like me, these are the only positions you need, right? And you've got C, A, G, E, D. Now, why is this important, right? It's important because, why is it important? It's important because if you're thinking of like, oh, what can I do to complement? If you know what the chord progression is, figure it out in a different key. Put the capo on the fret, and you've got chorus going on, you've got different voices, you've got all this beautiful stuff, man. And it just makes the song sound, because someone, right, shout out Juba Guitar. If you know, Juba Guitar. I had a lesson with him, and he just basically explained that guitar is just a mini orchestra, right? You've got, let's go in G, right? Because I like G for this explanation. Right, you've got your bass. These are like, right? Those are your bass notes. And those are your like trebles and highs and all that, mid trebles, highs. And like a wee song I learned. Shout out First Chord Music in Otago Street, because some guy asked me about sorry, the cats are playing now. Some guy asked me about the Bert Jans tune and if I knew tab. Not gonna lie, I had to go and get guitar lessons to play that song the way I did. And it was with First Chord Music in Otago Street at the CCM, I think it's CCM Music, or the Drum Shop. you know. But right, this is becoming a long lesson, but this is valuable, right? So you ever like seen Bambi, where there's like raindrops falling in? You know, like the wee little bloop, bloop. This is what I always think of. This is another lesson, but it's important to know, right? So you've got your bass, consistent, steady, solid groove. It sounds like I was reading off ChatGPT there, but this is no AI is involved in this, right? Right, bass. It's going to be doing that the whole time, and then the melody comes from the these strings. Typically, some songs like they'll use that, which is really impressive. And some, like, I'm learning a song right now. Anyway, I'll go back to that. But if you listen to it, right, that's all you're getting from that. If you want to see the whole thing, there's a whole short on it. But yeah, that, and then these strings are just getting melody out of it. So you've got bass and melody. It's a wee mini orchestra. The guitar's a brilliant instrument. And you can do like, I can't really do a bend, you know. That people would laugh at that, you know what I mean. But you know what I'm trying to get at, like, you can bend, and, you know, piano is a great instrument, right? But I don't have a piano. I've got a guitar, so I'm biased towards guitar over piano. However, when you mix the two together, oh my days, you've got something like sweet music. Oh man, I could endlessly spend my whole life just learning about music and the things it can do to people, and that's why I make this YouTube channel. So this is going to be quite a long video, but I feel like it's good because it's valuable. Right, so you've got that, and the wee little thing I'm working on. Shout out Juba Guitar again. This was the first lesson he gave me. And shout out Logan. You know, if you know, you know. He gave me a bit of a lesson on this as well. Oh mate, it might not happen today. Still really trying to get it under me, but like, that switches between having your fingers there and having your fingers there, you know. So it's a hard lesson. Anyway, takeaway, it's going to be like an 18-20 minute video. Screenshot that, screenshot this, and actually, you've got all you need. You don't even need the B, the F sharp, and the C sharp. All you need is your C, A, G, E, D. It's good to know the other keys, so don't just wipe them out. But typically when you're playing guitar, you're thinking in these shapes. You're thinking in a C shape. Learn your scales as well. That's so important. I'm not going to play through them because I've no practice on the day and I don't want to embarrass myself, but you know what I mean? That's like, I need to sit and practice them. But you got that, and then you move it up. Just, you know, that's your C positions, and then learn your scales, learn your chords, C chords. Like, these are literally all the chords in every key in your sharp keys. You know, this is so valuable. Shout out Rick Beato. Sorry, I kind of just scunnered you a little bit with the music theory thing, but that really, that course, not like as I took it, you have to pay to get that knowledge, right? You have to either go into music school or pay for a course, and music should be accessible to everybody. If I was PM, I would make sure people had a guitar and a piano in every room. In every house, every flat, you know what I mean? But I'm no, and there's good reason for that, right? Right, peace and love, guys. Have a great day, and aye, God bless. Right.